The dream of flight, drifting along the Côte d'Azur in southern France in a homemade flying machine. Stéphane Rousson is an adventurer and inventor.
It's unbelievable. We've been able to test a lot of things, including how to inflate the Zeppelin on board a hydrofoil. It was really stressful.
It's 5 a.m. at the port of Villefranche-sur-Mer, a small city around 10 kilometers east of Nice. The jumping-off point for the Aérosail expedition. On board are 19 tanks of helium, Stéphane Rousson and his colleague Denis de Clercq. Their destination is the island of Corsica, about 200 kilometers offshore in the midst of the Mediterranean. The two expect to be in the air for about 5 hours. But there are a few problems on the Aérosail's maiden flight.
We've put 10 years of work into this project. The idea was to build a Zeppelin that could navigate like a sailboat. The only problem is that the Aérosail has to be inflated under calm, spacious conditions. For example, somewhere like an airport, a harbor, or on a stable platform. They wouldn't allow me to do that, so the only option was to carry the operation out at sea.
In a nearby bay, sheltered from the wind, the inventor pumps 180 cubic meters of helium into the Zeppelin's hull. The material is delicate and could easily be ruptured. If the wind picks up, Rousson will have to cancel the expedition, but he's determined to try.
This is an old idea. It dates all the way back to the last century. Gérald Fézière and Nicolas Hulot attempted to build one of these for the first time back in 1992.
Rousson himself also has plenty of experience with home-built Zeppelins. In 2008, he flew a pedal-driven model across the English Channel. 3 years later, he designed the Scoopster, a submarine that uses a similar system to move underwater. He won an innovation prize awarded by the U.S. Navy for that. Today, he has pushed the limits even further, developing a wind-driven airship that uses a rudder.
The wind hits the balloon like this. This is the surface it impacts. When I use the rope to shift this point, the Zeppelin faces into the wind. When I pull the rope this way, the Zeppelin turns in the other direction.
A last check before taking off.
If I'm at sea and you have to bring me back, then try to grasp the steering rudder in the water or this rope.
And then it's up and away. The launch goes off without a hitch. About 2 million euros went into this project. "15 meters up, the pilot tests the navigation system for the first time.
Everything okay? No problems?
I'm satisfied, 90% satisfied. But there just isn't any wind. Although wind was predicted, there isn't any. We need another 10 kilometers an hour of wind.
Despite the lack of wind, the Aérosail's first flight is a success. Stéphane Rousson and his balloon stay aloft for an hour. Next year, says the inventor, he'll take it up again for a trip to Corsica.